Hello and welcome back to Investor's Domain. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a watch list for NAS100 and US30 on the CNBC website. So you can choose to do this on the cnbc.com website in a web browser, or you can download and use the mobile app for either iOS or Android. So the first thing you'll need to do before we get started is create a free cnbc.com account. By the way, you won't need to pay for any subscriptions in order to access this feature. You can do this all right now completely for free. So right now I'm on the CNBC website homepage and I've already logged into my account. So first thing I'm going to do here is click up here at the top right where it says watch lists. So now this brings up my two watch lists. I have one for NAS100 and one for US30. The stocks listed here are the ones I have added to each of the lists. These update in real time, and I have them open on my second monitor while I'm trading in the morning around the US market open. But you can also have this open on a phone or tablet. On the phone app, however, you can only view one watch list at a time, which is why I prefer to have it on the second monitor so I don't have to keep switching back and forth. So if you're viewing these watch lists outside of the normal New York session trading hours, you have to turn on this setting right here on the right. So this setting is only available during the extended trading hours, as they're called, which are just the hours outside of the New York trading session. It toggles the numbers down here orange. If you don't have the setting checked, it will just be, they will not change after hours, they'll just be static. I believe this setting only applies to the website. I've used the Android app in the past and I never had to enable this feature. It just worked like this by default. This can be useful to see how the stocks are moving if you're watching, say, right before the market opens, or if you're trading NAS or US30 during the Asian or London sessions. All right, now, so moving on, I'm going to go up here and where it says create new, and this will give me a blank watch list. I'm going to go ahead and create one for NAS100. Just going to put an N right here to make things quick and simple. And then I'm going to start adding some symbols. So the first one for NAS100 is MSFT for Microsoft. And then the next one is AAPL for Apple. Then we have Amazon, AMZN. Tesla, TSLA. GOOG for Google. EVDA for NVIDIA. NFLX for Netflix. PEP for Pepsi. ADBE for Adobe. And this one's kind of weird. M1T A3 Astrophy-BR for Meta. And I'm going to click done. And then I'm going to create another one. This one's going to be US30. Just put a U to make it short. And the first one for this one is MSFT, Microsoft, just like NAS100. And then I'm going to do UNH for United Healthcare Group, GS for Goldman Sachs, HD for Home Depot. We'll do CRM for Salesforce CRM. I like to have this kind of up here with all these guys. MCD for McDonald's. V for Visa. CAT for Caterpillar, HON for Honeywell, and BA for Boeing. And last we have AMGN, Amgen, and that is our list for US30. So if I come back to this dashboard here, you can see all the lists I have created. Okay, so the way you want to use this is you're basically just looking at the change column and you're looking at the numbers, red and green here. If you see a lot of big green numbers, you know you want to go for buys, or that's what at least what you want to be looking for. If it's red and they're big numbers, you want to go for sales. And for big numbers, I mean something like the 17.81 here, not something like this 0.04. And also on the US30, it's good to look at United Healthcare, Goldman Sachs, and CRMs. They seem to have like a lot of influence on the market. So that's why I kind of clumped them together here at the top. But yeah, other than that, I keep this open on my second monitor, like I said, and it really helps for confluences. This isn't my main trading strategy that I use. I have another strategy and I'm looking for that, but this gives me like a good idea what to look for before I jump in a trade. I'll look for if there's a lot of pressure for buys, a lot of pressure for sells. And yeah, that's pretty much how the CNBC watch list works. They're pretty easy to create. All you have to do is create a free account and do what I just showed you. Um, yep, so that's the end of this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for future trading videos.